This podcast was recorded at Cog Creative Space in Norwood. You're listening to the Going Off Script podcast, hosted by me, Chelsea Barber. Each week, I'll be hanging out with a new guest and chatting about a range of topics, and going off on a few tangents along the way. This is Going Off Script. Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of Going Off Script. I'm your host Chelsea Barber, and today I'm joined by Tyra Pix. Hello.
Hello guys.
Welcome to the show.
Great to be here.
It's going to be really weird recording together because we have been best friends since I think 2008.
At the beginning of time, yes.
Which is like 17 years ago or something. Ridiculous.
Practically family at that point.
I know. Weird. But you are a jack of all trades, doing lots of cool things. Yes. And also every time we catch up, we talk a lot of rubbish. So I feel like, I mean, a lot of good stuff, a lot of good content. So I feel like it'll be fun.
It will be.
A little bit about Tyra from my perspective. She's a footy guru. She's really passionate about health and fitness. Studying teaching at the moment, which is a bit funny. I'll dive into why that's funny in a bit. Not funny like haha. Funny like ironic.
Funny like, yeah.
Not funny like haha, why are you doing that? And probably, the longest best friend I've ever had. So that's kind of crazy. Kind of cool.
Kind of like it.
Yeah. One thing is, and you'll probably know what I'm going to say because we've been doing it for 10 minutes. Every time we catch up, we have this problem when we first see each other. What is it?
Our inner child comes out and we can't stop giggling. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think we just spent about 15 minutes straight laughing. So if I'm a bit pink, if you're watching the video podcast, obviously not the audio, but if I describe it to you, what kind of colour pink would you describe for the audio listeners?
Ham.
Alright, so I'm looking a bit hammy. It's giving bacon.
It's giving ham sandwich. Yeah, but my cheeks already hurt from smiling, to be honest.
You're the cheese to my ham.
I love that.
Can you tell the listeners that don't know you a little bit about you day to day?
Well, as you said, I play footy. I play for Hope Valley. I've been playing there for about 10 years now. I think this is my 10th year.
Oh, good.
The season's going pretty good so far.
Nice.
Won the first one, which I actually missed out on because I was unwell.
Oh.
But then we've lost the second two. But we have been within winning margin.
So,
it's been pretty good. Not doing sample this year because it's just pretty full on and I have so much on, like uni.
Yeah. So
I'm studying primary education.
Crazy.
Which is so funny because you did teaching.
I know.
And you're a
it's
teacher.
Weird.
And yeah.
So we, like I said, known each other since 2008, but I reckon kind of the later years of high school, there was a couple years we didn't see each other just because I moved away, we both couldn't drive, that sort of thing. And then I randomly decided to do teaching. As if you listen to the old podcast, you'd probably know. And then now you're doing teaching.
I know.
Weird.
How weird. We're the same person.
I know. We have so many little things that are the same.
Yeah, we both love Queen.
Michael
and that was
Jackson.
Just, yeah.
Do you not?
Weirdly
anymore?
Obsessed with Michael Jackson growing up.
When we were
I used to listen to him to go to sleep on my Bratz radio.
On your Bratz radio.
I had a CD and I would just abuse it every night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had it was like the DVD with all the film clips on it, and it would just, friends coming over, guys, do you want to watch the Michael Jackson DVD? You would be like,
on, not again, Chelsea.
But everyone else would be like,
he freaks everyone else out.
Yeah.
They were all scared of him as kids, but I loved him.
I got obsessed with him the day he died.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2009.
He did a big speech before he died.
It was June in 2009.
Yeah. And I heard he died at primary school and I was like...
Yeah, and I went to school and I started singing Thriller. Everyone, because that was a big news story. It was such a random off-topic thing. But that's what's going to happen. Going off script already.
Get used to it.
It was such a big story. Got to school. It's what everyone was talking about when we were 7.
Yeah.
And I'd been watching the news all morning with the announcements and whatever. And then I remember getting to school and being like, guys, you know the guy, that one song that's like Thriller. I was doing the
he's
dance.
freaking dead.
Yeah. I'm sad. And then literally
Yeah.
got obsessed from there.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like we just missed out on him, to be honest.
Yeah, but it kind of would have been weird if we were like 5 and really obsessed with him while he was alive, don't you think?
That would be quite like.
Mum, can I go to the Michael Jackson concert?
I guess.
Okay. Be random.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I loved him. He was just iconic. I think that's like, Mum used to tell me all about him, so I was like, oh my god, he's a king. Like
King.
worship.
King of pop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did what he wanted, whether people liked it or not. Yeah. Where did we leave off? So teaching.
Yes.
Oh, and gym.
Gym.
Health and
yeah.
fitness girl.
Yeah, I'm a gym girl. I
Yeah.
just got a new job at
Nice.
Pushing Performance.
Ooh, love.
So yeah, I'm still studying as a PT.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like doing stuff around the gym,
Yeah.
learning every day. It's
So
just good.
So good.
Yeah.
Before we go into a bit more of a chat about what you do and then whatever off-topic things we're going to do, we have some segments coming up, actually, I should say, later in the episode, because if you're used to listening to Chatting Life with Chels, it's normally like all interviewee, but we're going to do some fun things. But before we get to that, we'll do our behind the mic questions. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm so ready.
Okay. Let's go. So, this segment we're calling Behind the Mic because we want to know a little bit more about you before you chat to us for a whole episode.
Okay.
I mean, I find it funny because I know you pretty well, but I don't think we've ever spoken about this kind of stuff. So
Not really. There was
yeah.
no need to. So.
No, there was no need to when we were 8 and we were making
Yeah.
up dance routines and stuff. There was no
No
need.
time for that.
No time. We were busy.
We were busy kids.
We were
Mario
absolutely
Kart.
busy.
God.
So much happened. But we'll get into that.
Yeah.
So, first question for you is, what's the best advice you've ever received?
Best advice I've ever received. Probably back when I saw my psychiatrist for reasons.
Mm-hmm.
He said this thing that really stuck with me. Like, people tend to live off a script of life, and like life can kind of just pass you by, and you never really achieve much because you're just following the script. So he said, live your life off script all the time. Just do something you wouldn't do. Be weird. Say no when you want to say no. Like, just be kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. Just like, yeah, off script, like your podcast.
Yeah, and
like,
which is so funny because I send these questions in advance and I ask not to hear the answer yet. So I find it quite funny because, yeah, that's kind of the whole name of the podcast as well.
Which I love.
Is like, yeah, I felt like, and for no reason, I didn't have pressure from my parents or family or anything to, but I felt like, no, I have to go to school, go to uni straight away, get this job and like follow this thing. And then I don't even know what happened. One day I was like, whoa, no.
Your frontal
lobe develops.
yeah.
No, I don't think it has yet. Let's be honest. Not just yet. We're not there yet. But, and like, because I always had these dream jobs, but it was just kind of this thing of like, no, that's like not a thing that you get to do.
Yeah.
Until, yeah, one day I was like, hang on a minute. You get to
actually do
change
that.
it. And I feel like that's my example of like applying to jobs, but like it can apply to whatever.
Just to life in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people tend to, especially when they go through kind of like traumatic stuff, they get out of like survival mode and it's kind of just like life.
Yeah.
And you don't kind of try and go above and beyond.
Yeah.
So yeah, that advice really just like stuck with me because I did feel like I was kind of following a script until he said that. Like he read me like a book. Like it was crazy. So.
Yeah. That's so cool. And now you're doing like pretty much going after
random
everything
stuff.
You want to.
Yeah, I'm a very busy girl this year.
You are.
Yeah.
It's insane. We caught up only a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we were both just like, so like how are you actually going? And we were like, kind of full on. Like pretty stressed.
Yeah.
Like, but in a good way. Like it's all good things happening, just busy.
Yeah, just busy. Busy bees.
Yeah, busy bees. Chelsea bee.
You will always be Chelsea B to me.
Oh, TB and Chelsea B. That's us.
Iconic.
Do you know
Why'd there have to
primary
be
school?
2 Chelseas? That's what I want to know.
I know.
Like, hello?
And she was in my class every single year.
Yeah.
Chelsea, if you're listening, no hate.
We love you, but come on.
I just didn't want to be Chelsea B until I moved to the country and there was like no other Chelseas.
And you were just Chelsea.
And I was like,
But I think I called you Chelsea B at your house too, like not just at school. You were just Chelsea B to me.
I hated it.
Which is fair enough, but like that was normal to me. I don't know.
Chelsea B. I don't know. It just felt like
It's like saying a celebrity's name. Like you can't just say, "Oh, I love like
Pen.
Justin. Like, no one's going to know who you're talking about. You got to be like Justin Bieber, Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
I don't like Ben Affleck.
I said Penn because you know Penn Badgley.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Have you watched the new season of You?
I haven't, because I only watched, I think, the 2 first seasons, and then I haven't.
We just finished watching season 5. No spoilers, but I love it.
It's good.
That's what I have to say. Yeah, and it's a problem because he's my celebrity crush and he's a psycho in the show.
Yeah, what does that say about you?
No, because I like him in other stuff too. I haven't finished Gossip Girl, don't spoil it.
I was going to say.
But I know my
that's
friend
the only other thing I know him
My
from.
friend already spoiled it for me. But anyways, we won't spoil
really
it.
Your friend?
She felt
Just
so
kidding.
bad. She was like, yeah, so blah, blah, blah. And I was like, sorry, I know this show was out so long ago, but I haven't finished watching it.
This show's been out for 10 years and you freaking spoiled it for me? Like,
how could you freaking do that, man? Anyway, I have a second question for you.
Okay.
A little wholesome one. What's something you're proud of yourself for? So good, like you haven't heard the question.
I
said these
on my
to
way.
you.
Yeah. I'm just proud of like graduating uni last year. Like I finished my diploma in education studies and
Insert cheer sound effect.
woo! Yep, go to my Instagram, guys. You'll see a little picky. No, I'm kidding.
What is it?
Tyra
_
Pix. Yep.
Yeah.
Go have a sus.
Why do I know that?
Yeah, you freak.
Dun,
But I'm really proud of that because, like, for starters, I never thought I'd go to uni. Like, I had, I think, 5 years off after I graduated school before I decided to go and do that.
Yeah.
And graduating that got me into my bachelor course. So I'm in first year of primary education, which was really fun.
Love
I'm
it.
doing placement at the moment. The kids are hilarious.
Are you enjoying it?
Well, I've only done it once, and like the first day was so full on, so I was quite exhausted. But I think as we go on, it'll be better. Yeah, I was just so overwhelmed, and like the kids are just like in your face constantly, like look at this, what's this? Yeah. Like as soon as I walked in, they were like, "Who are you?" And I was like, "Girl."
And what did they call you?
I'm Miss Tyra.
Did they call you Miss Tyra?
Yeah.
Remember, you're like, I don't know because it's like ew.
Yeah, Miss Pix is like. I don't know. I don't like it. It's like Miss Pix. It's like a strict like bitch.
Yeah.
Sorry for the cuss. Miss Beep.
Miss Beep. It's kind of like Beep.
No,
that's
but
so
the teachers there go by like Miss first name, so I was like Miss Pix. That's cute.
Nice.
I mean Miss Tyra.
Yeah. At least you know what's going on. Yeah. I was Miss Chelsea for dance when I was in high school. So then when I was teaching, I went with Miss Barber, because it just feels like for me that was like when I was young and I was teaching dance and I was like the same age, but I also now like work at the school where I went to school. Yeah. So it's like I mean most of the kids call me Chelsea, and I'm like, what's up? And they're like, oh wait, you're not meant to do that. Yeah. Whoops. But that's fine. Yeah, I get that. I feel like with older kids as well, it's like I'd go by Miss Pix probably, but because they're like year 3s, I can be Miss Tyra. Yeah. Remember when we were in year 3? Mr. Piro's class. Yes, I do. That was quite fun. You were in Mr. Piro's class? Yeah. Yeah. And everyone hated him, but I liked him. I liked him too, but I got kicked out one time for giggling too much. Well, you're still doing the same thing. Yeah. I'm sorry, Enzo. I got in trouble once from him too, and I had to write out like 100 lines of the same sentence. I can't remember what it was, but I wrote out about 20 lines, and he's like, you can go, it's all right. It's like Bart Simpson vibes. Yeah, right. Did you feel like him? You're like, damn. Well, yeah, I think so. I think it was like, you know, in character at that point. I remember this one day very clearly. I don't know if you remember. He wrote a word on the board that made us all go like, because we thought it was a swear word. Do you remember at all? No. He wrote ridiculous because that's how we were all behaving. Oh. And like, he didn't get angry too often. Like that was the stigma he sort of had when we weren't in his class yet. And it was like, oh, he gets mad all the time. He wasn't mad, but like if he did a little bit, he'd get like a red face and stuff. And I remember one day he was like, do you know how you guys are all acting? And then he wrote ridiculous. And we were 8. We all thought it was like, cuss. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, dick, isn't it? The word has dick in it. Sorry, I don't know if I can. It's too late, babes. It's too late. Anyway, so yeah, no, I don't remember that. Aside. What? I said genitalia aside. Maybe so you're proud of yourself. Yes. Very proud of that. Yeah. No, that's really cool. Yeah. So very proud of you.
Oh, thanks. I'm proud of you too. This is great. Thumbnail.
I didn't look at the camera. That's okay. It's fine. Sorry, people listening on the audio podcast. Put the video on.
Yeah.
Simple fix.
We did love heart
Don't
hands.
miss out. Yeah, we did. Next question. I don't actually know if I know this about you. I feel like you can do an impression of some kind. I'm not sure. But do you have a hidden talent or party trick?
I can juggle, but I think you've had that on
juggle.
your podcast before. Someone juggled.
Yeah. Well, my old podcast. It's a brand new.
Oh, yeah, true.
It's brand new, babes.
But you've had a guest who could do that.
You could juggle though. Did you know how to juggle?
No, I didn't see we're the same
Could be a
people.
juggling act. I taught
We
myself.
should.
I taught myself how to juggle in COVID.
Are you serious?
Stop. Yeah, I am. I have videos of it.
First year of COVID, I was like, what's a cool trick I can learn? YouTube, how to juggle.
Do you do that with card tricks too?
No, I don't know. I know how to shuffle quite cool, but that's the only card.
I think because you knew how to shuffle, I know how to shuffle.
Yeah.
Now. I was like, wow.
Or like joint. Like if one of us learns something, the other gets it.
But I feel like it's always you learn it first, and I'm like, that's really cool. I want to do that.
Well, no, I mean we learned to juggle, and I didn't even know. Like at the same time, we would have just been in our room, like trying to juggle.
Yeah,
I can do that.
I have a video of me juggling highlighters first, and then I got some tennis balls. Oh yeah. Just during COVID, I was so bored.
What did I use? I think low-key.
Low-key? Who are you?
I had juggling balls. I don't know where I got them from.
Oh,
I can't remember if they were just sitting around or if I bought them. I might have been really into it.
Got them from that time that you ran away with the circus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a lot of souvenirs from that day.
Yeah. So you just went for one day?
Yeah, I ran away to the circus for one day and I came back with juggling balls.
Crazy.
And a clown.
I feel like you could do an impression of some kind. Why did I think? Or maybe it's just because we used to
We used to do impressions a lot. Yeah, I used to do a good annoying orange back when we watched him.
Can you still?
No.
That's a throwback.
No, I can't. I feel like if I'm put on the spot, my impressions suck.
Fair enough.
But yeah. Hidden talent. I can like twist my arm right around.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'm like double jointed.
Can you still do
in
that?
my elbow.
I remember I used to try to do it and I was like, oh, I'm going to break my arm.
I don't know if I can do it as well as I did as a kid, but like...
Oh!
Yeah.
She's serving.
I'm flexible.
Here's my attempt.
No.
That's just me going like this. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, so I can do that. Yeah. Oh, thanks.
Love it.
So yeah.
I got one more. Thank you so much. I got one more
big behind over here.
Behind the mic question for you. Girl, don't lie. You admitted you didn't listen to one of my episodes.
Doesn't mean I'm not a supportive fan. Are you serious?
Yeah, but you said number one. Nah, yeah.
Fine, I'll go watch it.
We're not fighting during this episode. This is what we mean by we're like siblings. Kidding. Okay. Last question for behind the mic section. What is something on your bucket list?
Something on my bucket list. I don't know. I feel like I have quite a lot. One of them, I've always wanted to go to Tokyo just because it's huge, which is funny because one of my best friends, she's like literally in Japan right now.
That's so cool.
So I'm very jealous.
Yeah, I would be very jealous.
She sends me all like the photos and videos and it's like amazing. So
yeah.
That's on my bucket list. Yeah, a lot of it's travelling on my bucket list because I haven't left the country, believe it or not.
Yeah, me as well.
Oh, well, I just think we have in common.
Yeah, I know.
It's not funny.
I know.
But yeah.
That's what happens when you grow up in northeastern Adelaide.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Yeah.
No stigmas. But yeah.
Not around here, partner.
Yeah.
But no, I've been to Sydney and like Gold Coast, but I haven't left the country, which is quite a big one on my bucket list.
Yeah, we should go somewhere.
We should.
Where are we going? Tokyo.
London?
Oh, London's on my list.
Yeah.
Because I want to see, it's ridiculous, but like the telephone boxes look really aesthetic.
Oh no, see, I like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the cliche.
Yep.
Double decker bus.
Love. Sorry, we'll stop planning a trip now. Cool. Well, I feel like we know you a lot better.
Yes, and, you're welcome.
Yeah,
you're welcome. Blessed.
So, can you give us that again?
You've been blessed.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's go into a bit more of a chat about what you do, what you're all about.
Okay.
Sounds good. This podcast is sponsored by Cog Creative Space, home to a community of creators right here in Norwood, South Australia. COG is the perfect destination for your next creative project, with a daylight studio, pro studio with cyclorama, and breakout spaces available. This space has all you need to let your creativity run wild. With a focus on community and collaboration, COG is home to a number of resident photographers and videographers. To get in touch with them today or to book the space, head to cogcreativespace.com. Now, let's get back to the episode. Okay, so we have a lot we could talk about, but first I want to hear a little bit more about your footy career that's been going for, over a decade now?
Yeah, I think we just hit a decade.
Slay.
Yeah.
I need to stop saying slay.
I like it.
Okay, good. Slay. So you play for Hope Valley, and you've also done a bit with Sandford W?
Yep.
Yep.
So at North Adelaide.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are they red and white, or am I uneducated?
No, they are red and white.
Oh, good.
Yeah, good
That would
job.
be really embarrassing if
Proud
you're
of
like,
you.
no, they're orange and green.
What team are you thinking of?
Mm.
No, but yeah, they're red and white. Played there, I think, my first year, 2018. I was 17. I was
Nice.
quite young,
Yeah.
so I was very intimidated. Played there, I think, for a year or two before I left, just because it was like, Sandford's pretty full on.
Mm.
And if you're not 100% committed, then there's no point doing it,
Yeah.
because it takes so much of your time and effort. And then, I went back to Hope Valley for a few years and then tried North again. I think I was there for another year before I left again.
Yeah.
And then I went back last year.
Just going on.
Just kind of coming and going.
Yeah.
Get what you get. And then stopped again this year just because I have, I'm pretty full on with like gym and uni and work and footy. So
Yeah.
at Hope Valley.
My partner's brother played in Sandford for Sturt, but in the reserves. For yours, were you in reserves or league?
I played reserves mostly
Yeah.
when I did get games.
Yeah.
I think I was in a league game once, but it was a trial match.
Yeah.
So don't know
Still
if that counts.
Still cool.
Got
I think
picked.
it's cool. Got picked. Not like
me.
me always getting picked last for the team when we were in primary school.
No.
Am I wrong?
I would have picked you.
Would you?
I think I did. I don't know. I never got to
Probably.
really pick.
You know what you used to do really well is include me in like lunchtime soccer. That was the thing. Like,
Yeah, that was.
if you were cool, you played. Well, if you played soccer at lunchtime, you were cool.
Yeah, it's like you had to. Otherwise, people would shame you for it.
And I had no
was huge.
athletic ability. I won't insert a photo. I don't need to do that. But I couldn't run very well. But I was on that field because you were there.
Yeah, because
And you were like, you got it. And I was
it's so
like,
fun.
yeah, I can kick a ball.
Yeah,
That's
what you
actually
need.
a lot of my memories actually growing up at your house is kicking the soccer ball.
Yeah, I
in the
think didn't
backyard.
we used to play in my backyard as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, soccer
Wow.
was my life back then, which is crazy.
Yeah, crazy. Now footy, which
Yeah.
isn't too different. Just pivot there.
Not really, just picking it up now.
Nice.
Yeah.
So playing for Hope Valley again this year.
Yeah.
In what position do you play? I don't know if you already said.
No, I haven't. I am a midfielder at Hope Valley, main midfielder, but then I switch half forward and then onto the bench. So kind of in a three-way rotation.
Yeah.
And I meant main midfielder, not as in I'm the main midfielder, but like midfield is my main position.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like it. It's a lot of running. I like the freedom of midfield though,
Yeah.
because if you're a winger, it's like half the oval's your side. You got to kind of stick to that.
Yeah.
Or half forward, you don't want to push up too far. But midfield, I feel probably my best.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have not played footy apart from in high school, like some little. I was gonna say nine-a-side. That feels like a lot. Is that a thing?
Nine-a-side?
Nine-a-side footy. Yeah, I think that's
No,
a
it
thing.
is. Yeah.
Nine-a-side footy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't that where you like can't drop it if it touches the ground? It's like a turnover.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah. It was like a
something like
really small field.
Yeah.
So I don't know proper footy rules, but I was a runner on the weekend for the under-18s.
Yes.
And I got an appreciation for how much you run. The oval's huge.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot.
I know.
So
It doesn't
no wonder
seem
you're
like a
so
lot.
fit. It's like no wonder you have to keep fit more so. Like, it's a long way to run.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The oval's too big in my opinion.
Very
Get
fair.
tired too quick.
So how do you... So we talked about how you're studying. You're on placement at the moment. You work as well.
Yeah.
A couple jobs. Is that right?
Yeah, I have 2 jobs at the moment.
Yeah.
Just still at Chels, which is like my OG job.
Nice.
Yep.
Um,
Had that since high school.
So how do you balance all of that with staying fit and healthy as well?
Well, it's quite hard, like, with the amount of time you don't have. You have to be quite disciplined to go to the gym when you do have that spare time. Like, even when you don't feel like it, it's like that's your only open window. You have to go now or never.
Yeah.
And so I am guilty of not going sometimes when I should. Like, it's very hard, but yeah, I do. When you go, you just feel so great after, and you just have to remember the benefits.
Yeah. I used to be pretty good at going, and then like probably a couple years back is when I would go 4 or 5 times a week at least. And then the plate fills up a bit more, and it's so easy to just be like, nah, that's all right. But now I'm trying to get back into it.
Yeah, I love that.
But yeah, like I went Monday, but I nearly didn't go because it's so easy just to be like, well, no, I've got too much on. So yeah. And
then you stay home and you don't even do the work you stayed home for.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to be a religious like gym rat 3 years ago. I was pretty, I was getting pretty toned, but then pretty toned, you know. But yeah, then I started uni and like other stuff, and yeah, it is a lot harder when you're busy.
I do have a big like, I guess I look up to you and your sister Alana, and that's like, I only see the times you post on social media when you're at the gym. Like, you probably go a lot more than that, but I'm like, damn, they had it again. Like, they're on the grind. Yeah, it's really good. It helps motivate me too. Yeah. Because I'm like, wow, slay. I need to stop saying slay.
But that's good, yeah.
But yeah, it's good. It's good motivation.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, Lana's a lot more dedicated to the gym these days than me. She goes like every day. I think she has 1 rest day a week.
Yeah.
You can tell she's just like...
She's built.
Ready. Yeah. Well, not... Yeah. Bulk. Shredded is the wrong word.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's muscly.
Nice. We might do a little bit of a little game now, which sounds weird.
Okay.
Which I
Squid
thought
Games?
would be... What did you say? Squid Games? I never watched that.
The hell?
Will I like it?
I don't know. I like it because it's so... like it's, I don't know, thrilling. Like, it gets my anxiety going, and it's like... It's an interesting, like, storyline. Yeah. I think you'd like it.
Is it in a different language?
Yeah, but you can put
it... So you have to read?
No, but you can put it in English. It just doesn't match up with the mouths. Dubbing. Which is a bit annoying, but you get used to it as you, like, watch on.
Yeah.
So you don't really notice it. But I'd say watch it. Like, I recommend it.
Okay.
The first season was my favourite. That was just like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
But then the second is just, like, more of the first. But, like, it's unfinished. Like, I'm waiting for the next season because it's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Cliffhanger. That's the comments and everything.
That's the funniest. Actually, yeah, that's sometimes the funniest part of. Yeah. Sorry, we've gone off track. I don't know where I'm going to chop this, but we were talking about TikTok. That's sometimes the funniest part is just reading the comments on the videos, because sometimes you watch it and you like it's exciting. You're like, oh, I know it's going to be good. Yeah. Like right before you click, and then they never disappoint. Yeah. I love it.
They're so creative. I wish I could be like that. Yeah.
I send you the most random shit. Like, if I see something and I'm like, this is so stupid, Tyra's going to love it. She's going to love it.
And I eat it up.
Yeah. Anyway, so maybe we should make some TikToks for the podcast page.
We should.
And people will be like, we're like, listen to episode 1 now. And they'll be like, no.
No, thanks.
No, I'm actually good.
The comments will be like, Queen, delete this. Sparkle emoji.
Why are they so funny? That like toxic, like fake positivity thing.
I love it.
It's just like, I can't think of an example.
Yeah, on the spot. It's so hard.
It's hard to think of because it's so clever. It's like almost like you ate this and then spat it back out.
Yeah. Queen, you left so many crumbs.
Clean them up. Yeah. Anyway, let's do a little 2 truths and a lie. So this could be really interesting.
Okay.
Because like we did grow up together. We spent a lot of time together, but also not every single moment, every day. So I feel like we could... I gotta think.
But you know so much about me.
Yeah,
so
like...
a lie that's believable is going to be... I mean, the truths that sound like a lie. Give me some time to
play
think.
along at home. The problem we have is we know most things about each other.
Yeah.
But we'll just wing it. It'll be fun for the listeners, okay? They won't know. They won't know. So do you want me to go first?
Maybe. Because I'm blinking.
Yeah, me as well. So I'll do 2. I know. I'm like, we'll do this thing. Yep. It's like if someone's like, tell me about yourself. I'm like, I don't exist.
Am I a person?
I'm not. Just got in.
Literally just like
I say that all the time. Sorry, another off-topic thing. I say that all the time about, like, for example, Thomas's puppy. Like, their family has a puppy. Every time I see him do something, I'm like, he just got here. Really? He just got, he's brand new. Like, he'll do something naughty. Yeah. And they'll be like, you can't do that. Like, he doesn't know. He just arrived. Exactly.
Leave
anyway.
him alone. Yeah.
Anyway, don't know what that relates to. It's just there. Anyways, let's do our 2 truths and a lie, because I went way off topic talking about Buddy, the puppy dog.
Yes.
So you've got some? I've also got some.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, here's 3 things about me. I feel like you're going to know them straight away. Okay, don't laugh. Don't laugh. Number 1, when I was a kid, I had takeaway every Friday. Like fast food takeaway, like Hungry Jack's, Macca's, KFC, every week.
Okay.
Second thing about me is when I was 10, I went on a bus to Tea Tree Plaza and I didn't save enough money to get home.
Okay.
That's something.
Sounds like something you'd do.
No. Out. And number 3, this is moving on to my more mature years, is that I was not very good at gardening as a kid, but I'm really into plants and gardening and stuff now that we live out in the country.
Okay.
Those are 3 things about me.
Interesting. So I feel like all of them are true. Because I remember sleeping at yours. And I think every time I got to sleep over, which was usually a Friday, we got takeaway. So
I'm not going to give anything away until you lock in your answers.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go... The first one is true.
How dare you?
Sorry.
Don't assume.
We loved Hungry Jack's as kids.
We did.
I loved going to yours because I knew it meant we were getting something cool. I didn't get it as much as a kid just because, my dad didn't like spending money on stuff for anyone else.
That could be a lie still. Might not have been every Friday.
No. It could have been...
a treat when you came over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one that you think's true.
The bus... I'm going to go... I thought it was something you would do, but maybe I'm going to go with a lie just because I feel like you are a gardener. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like you've got a green thumb. I feel like you're into that now.
So you're locked in?
Yep, the bus is a lie.
I got stuck on a bus.
Are you serious?
I was with Alicia and her older brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's random.
And yeah, I just went for the day. Like, we didn't hang out much, but we did this one day. I didn't know the price of a bus ticket gets more expensive at peak hour. I didn't save enough money. Yeah. So my friend's older brother had to, he just had a pile of coins and just gave it to the bus driver. And he was like, all right, get on. I don't garden.
Oh my God, you don't?
No. Oh. I have fake plants in my house.
That's your mum, hey?
Mum's gotten really into it. Yeah, it's a bit random. But
I love it.
She never used to. She would kill any plant, but now she's really into it. She hit 50 and just there's plants in the world.
I need to water them.
Yeah.
I need to heal them. I love that.
Yeah, we did eat takeaway every Friday.
I thought so because I slept over quite a bit, and every time
because it was like
KFC, McDonald's, Hungry Jack's, which one?
Yeah, so we did it as my parents. It was like a treat when someone came over, and living in Adelaide, everything's super close. Yeah, you were over a lot. We had family that came every Friday night down from the country, and that was their thing. Like, they always wanted takeaway, so that's why I was every single Friday.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, except there was one night you came over and we didn't have takeaway. Do you recall? I think it was the first time you came over our house.
I could not forget.
It was my mum, who loves cooking, she made black bean sauce stir fry.
Yeah.
And it was the most disgusting meal she's ever made. I think she tried to do something different because you were coming over. I don't know.
Trying to impress me. Trying to impress you.
I'll see. It was foul. And I ate it and I was not a fussy kid. I would eat anything. But I'm like, Mum, this is disgusting. And then she was like, this is disgusting. And we're having this whole family conversation going yuck, okay, next plan, what are we going to do for dinner? Probably Hungry Jack's. I think that's what we did. Meanwhile, you're still eating. You're like...
I'm sitting there just chomping on that.
And we're like, stop! Stop
eating that.
That's disgusting. And then you looked at me like...
I was a polite kid.
You were so nice. And I was like, spit it out. Well, yeah,
I was eating that shit up.
Now that you can be honest, tell my mum, what were your actual thoughts?
In general, I'm not a big fan of stir fry, so to me, that was
You're like,
that was quite interesting, Sarah.
Yeah. What about casserole? I hated that as a kid.
I'm a fan of casserole.
I am now.
Yeah.
As a kid, I was like, ugh.
As a kid, I liked it just because I don't know, the way that the sausages were in the casserole. I just liked it.
I didn't get sausages in my.
What? Just I was a freak for those sausages. That's what I'd eat those first. Pick them out.
What are you saying?
I don't know.
Anyway, we used to have like beef in the casserole, but I always found it too chewy, so I hated it.
Yeah, that is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I choked on a few pieces of beef in casserole before, so maybe that's why Mum switched to sausages. I don't know. Safety reasons.
We still are.
I like to live on the wild side, you know.
Quote Tyra Pix 2025. Sometimes I joke. What are you gonna do?
I'm crazy kid.
2 truths and a lie from you.
Okay.
Please.
Oh my god, I thought of them ages ago and now I have to remember them again.
So what happens when you go off script? You talk absolute rubbish.
Why do we keep doing that? It's like it's the name of the podcast or something.
It's crazy.
What?
Go crazy.
Go crazy. So, I got tackled so hard in footy that I ate grass and my jaw dislocated out and then popped back in. And there was, and my tooth almost went through my lip and there was blood and grass in my mouth.
Okay.
And it was delicious.
She a cow.
So that's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is that I can cook a mean ratatouille dish. And I learnt it just because of the movie. Because I like to learn weird things.
Mm-hmm. And
the third thing is that in Sydney... Hang on, let me think.
The third one's a lie.
No, it's not. It's not. In Sydney, we stayed at a place called Glebe. Glebe Street.
If that one's true. Okay. You ate grass. True.
Yeah, I got tackled pretty hard and my hands were pinned, so I just face planted and ate a bunch of grass.
Glebe Street. That can't be.
No, that's true.
You know how to make the ratatouille thing.
No, I don't. Wait, was I meant to reveal?
Wait, you did not stay at a place called Glebe.
Yeah, no, we did.
Oh, you lied.
Yeah, we stayed in Sydney and it was called Glebe Street and it was so funny. Me and Alana made jokes about it the whole time. Cause
the way you said it is sneaky.
I know, but I was trying to think of another truth because I wanted to lie about the ratatouille.
That's a good lie.
I like that you believed that.
Like, yeah, but you would do that.
Yeah, that's something weird I would do when I don't have anything else to do.
We know, like we were saying with juggling, like so many random weird things.
Useless things. Yeah. Well, ratatouille would be it'd be quite nice.
Yeah. But like that's probably, I think, why I started learning piano. It might have been the same for you, but it's like, how fun would it be just to like know some cool stuff? And then when there's a piano.
Yeah, right? You go to like some place and there's a piano and you can just be one of those freaks that go in there and just bust out Beethoven or something.
Yeah. Us at a party. At your house instead.
We totally didn't do that.
Piano.
What did we play? Bohemian Rhapsody?
Now here's Bohemian Rhapsody. Every time.
Free concert, you're welcome.
Yeah, exactly right. We should feature that on the podcast at some point.
Oh, if you're lucky. Got to pay for the subscription to get that.
Sort of thing. Yes. I'm going to get you on a few more episodes, I think, because we can just talk for ages. We had so much more we were going to talk about.
Yes.
But we've yapped for a while.
We have.
But I'm really glad you came on episode 1 of this new show.
Yeah, how exciting.
More like lighthearted, fun show.
Thanks for having me.
So fun. That sounded so fake.
That was so fake, Chelsea.
So fun.
God, so you didn't have time. I'm fine.
Sorry.
So what?
What is time? Anyway, no, I can't believe I haven't had you on one before. I think because I knew this would happen. Like we would just talk rubbish, but that's what the new show is all about. We're not serious interviewers anymore.
Yeah, I'm not a serious gal.
No.
Not much going on.
But yeah, thank you so much for coming on. And yeah, they'll hear you in the next one that you're on.
Cool.
Keep an ear out. And an eye out, actually. Because we're on video now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucky freaks.
Well,
I don't know. I keep calling everyone freaks.
I'm not... You know how, like celebrities have like a name for their fan base, like believers.
Oh, yeah.
They're not the freaks. We're not going
Sorry,
with that.
yeah, we won't
Going
do that
off.
to you.
What can we call them? Script. I
What
don't
are,
know.
like, what are people who write scripts? Like, be the
Writers.
The writer's room. I don't know.
The
That's freaking
actors. They're the actors. No, I hate
What
that.
are we? Yeah.
I don't know. We'll think of something and we'll get back to you. But anyways, thank you so much for listening, and be sure to tune into the next one. Bye.
Cool. Bye.
Thank you for listening to Going Off Script. Tune in next week for another episode, and follow us on socials at Going Off Script with 2 T's on Instagram and TikTok, and Chels Barber on YouTube for weekly episodes. Bye!